Hi everybody, I'm Carolyn from Cooking with Carolyn, and today we are throwing a bridal shower at a friend's house. Actually, Monica, my friend, is the matron of honor, or the maid of honor, and she is throwing it for her friend Deneen. But I thought this would be a good time to talk about throwing a party on a budget. Let's just face it, all of us don't have the funds to just pick up the phone and call a professional party planner and just have them do everything for us. So it's good to try to learn how to do certain things for yourself. That way you can save a lot of time and a lot of money. So the first thing you need to know when you're throwing a party is know your budget and stick to it. Knowing your budget is the key to everything. You make sure that you are honest with yourself and your bank account about how much you can actually spend. Don't worry about trying to keep up with the Joneses or what somebody else did and try to match it. Do you. Throw your party and stick to your budget, and make sure you can take little shortcuts, and we'll talk about that in a minute, but always stick to your budget and know what you have from the start. Number 2, know your guest count. That is another key point. Remember, larger parties are going to be a little bit more expensive, especially if you're trying to accommodate all those people. So you may find that your budget can only fit 6 to 10 people, and that's fine. Just remember, know your guest count ahead of time. Don't do it later after you decide you only have $500 to spend and your guest count just keeps getting higher and higher. You're only going to hurt yourself financially, so stick to your guest count. Also, keeping your party smaller gives you the time to socialize with your guests, and you get to spend more time with them, and that's always a good thing when you're throwing a party. Number 3, decide on a menu and or drinks. Keep your menu simple, especially if your budget is lower. Plan 1 or 2 dishes, maybe a couple of side dishes. You don't have to feed everybody everything. Make sure you go through your list and pick things that everybody will probably like across the board. It's okay if it's spaghetti and meatballs. It's okay if it's chicken tacos, which what we're having today, with a lot of nice little side things. And alcohol. Remember, alcohol will drive up the cost of your party. So you may want to just use a signature drink and then have some sodas and cold water. And that's it. And then you can keep your budget in check. Number 4, consider the party location or venue. If you're having the party at home, yes, much cheaper, good to go. And you have a lot of leeway. You can move furniture around. You can add certain little chairs and things like that, make it more personable. Or if you're having it at a rented venue, now you're going to get into cost. Okay, so that would need to be included in your budget, and you would have to get with the manager of the venue and learn quickly the do's and don'ts of the venue, because if you do something in that venue that is not allowed by management, they could have little extra charges on the end that you'll have to cough up later. So keep that in mind. Number 5, be willing to break traditions. I've seen it time and time again where people try to stick with traditions and they end up blowing their budget unnecessarily. So be willing to break some of those. One that I can let go of and I can definitely live without is party favors. For what? You really don't need them. Sometimes they come at extra cost to you, whether it's candy or a little favor with your name and the date, things like that. Those drive up your cost also. So if that's a tradition you can break and get away with and just enjoy your guests and the company and time you spend together, you'll be doing good. And finally, number 6, be willing or ask for help from family and friends. You don't have to do everything yourself. It can be a collaborative effort from everybody. So while you may take on the labor of doing the main dish, ask a friend to do some rice, ask another friend to do some salad and things like that. So divvy up the responsibility, and then really nobody's wallet gets hit really hard. So hopefully these things will help you be able to plan your party on a budget and stick to it. So as I explained earlier, our menu today is simply grilled chicken tacos with some rice and beans. We're also having fruit trays, and we have some chocolate dipped strawberries. But I did a lot of the work last night, so when you actually get to start your party, you don't want to be doing everything at the last minute. So as you can see here, I made the salsa already. And this is just diced tomatoes, diced onions, cilantro, some garlic, lemon juice, and salt and pepper. And that's it, okay? So I got the rice heating up, and over here, this is our diced chicken, which is some grilled chicken that we actually grilled it yesterday, and then we cut it up in small pieces. And then all we're gonna do is put that on some tortillas, the little small cocktail tortillas that we're gonna warm up and serve those up. And under here is a big pan of nice refried beans with some cheddar cheese on top. What I did also last night was I just cut up a few strawberries. because the dessert bar is going to be kind of large. We have cake, we have cupcakes, cheesecake, cookies, and fresh fruit. So really, this will be enough. So I have some fresh pineapple that I already cut up and put in here. I have about 3 cantaloupes that we cut up here, a few fresh strawberries that I cut up, and also I have some grapes, both red and green, that we're gonna cut up, that we're gonna just wash up and put on the tray. So I'm gonna do that right now, actually. So I'm just gonna put this pineapple on a platter on this side. I just wanna figure out how I wanna arrange it. It doesn't have to be fancy, just so everybody can have access to it. So there's our little divide here with the kale. On the other side of this, let's put some cantaloupe. Summertime, take advantage of your summer fruits if you can. Okay, so I'm gonna put some grapes on here, but I'm gonna take off these like sort of naked vines. I don't want them to show. I have to see if Monica has a knife. I'm gonna cut this right here so we don't see all this part of the vine. So I'm just going to take it off so people get a few grapes at a time. It's already washed and ready to go. All right, I'm just gonna give these a little bit of a mix, I think, because it'll look prettier. And then I'm gonna get a knife and, like I said, straighten out some of these grapes. This is kind of big, but I'm gonna cut it so you can just get one little vine at a time, and I'm gonna fill this little spot up real nice. So here's our fruit tray already done, and all I did was just kind of surround it with a little bit of kale. You don't worry about it if you don't have kale. You could just use some red leaf or green leaf lettuce, or maybe even parsley, just to separate things and pile it high. After you put the little edges on, then you can put more fruit on and pile it kind of high. So I'm just going to cover this, and that'll be ready to put on the table soon. And then last night I had some friends help me. We had some white chocolate and milk chocolate. You can see the condensation setting in, but it'll be fine. And we're just going to make sure it's nice and dry and cool, so when they bite into it, they'll have that nice chocolate crunch to it. So I have a few of those to set out on this dessert bar. And so Monica, my friend, just gave me these covers that she likes so much. Okay, they come from different companies, but doesn't this look like a shower cap? Oh my God. Anyway, we're just going to put it over this container. And you guys, it fits. This is the larger one. But it fits. That is so nice. How's about that? That's our regular salsa, fresh salsa. We have the chips to go with any of the salsas that we have. This is a roasted salsa, where you take we took the tomatoes and roasted them on a high temp, and then made the salsa. Onion, cilantro, garlic. And then here I just chopped up some onions and cilantro, just in case somebody just wants that on top of the taco. And here, as I talked about earlier about getting help from the grocery store, don't be afraid to. This is a store-bought chili verde, or a green chili, that you can put on the tacos also. And then we have some shredded cheese. One of the signature drinks we're making is the watermelon mojito. And then the other one is a regular mojito. But I have to get the watermelon started. You saw me make this already. So we thought this would be a nice drink for everybody to enjoy and cool off while they're outside.
I got you. Excuse me. Go ahead. Thank you.
Okay, chicken. There's your grilled chicken. We have it all chopped up. We're gonna put it on the tacos for everybody. Then they'll go down further. These are the warm tortillas that we have already warmed, ready to go. And then we have some refried beans with cheese, little garlic, some onion, seasoned really nicely. And then we have some Spanish rice. Very classic, very easy, and inexpensive. Thanks for joining me today. That's all the time we have. And make sure you consider all the tips we gave on throwing a party on a budget. Stick to it, don't forget. And be sure and rate, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time on Cooking with Carolyn.